Hey everyone, thank you for coming back. If you saw the first video, this is the second pile. Those of you who chose the green and brown or green and tan stone for the shadow reading. You guys, I just needed to take a break because I wasn't able to like pause the video or anything, so appreciate those of you who chose this stone, or if you chose both of them, both of the stones, welcome back. And for those of you who didn't watch the first reading, I did a collective reading, pick a card reading for two stones. I did the blue stone, but the reading was so long that I had to take a break and then come back and do the green and tan one. So I'm hoping that this one won't be as long. Also, if you want to go ahead and watch the first video, you can, or if you don't feel drawn to watch the first one, then it could just be because there are messages for this one for you. And if you watch the other one but you felt drawn to watch this one, then there could be messages here for you as well. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Winter, and I have skills and abilities that I use, as well as my knowledge of the cards, of tarot cards and oracle cards, to bring you messages from spirit. And this particular reading I'm doing based on shadow reading. I'm also doing a 15-minute shadow reading giveaway. So if you would like to be in that giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed, like the video, and comment anything. And I also do a monthly giveaway on the first of each month for everyone that had commented, liked, and are subscribed in the previous month. So this month, if you're liking and subscribing, then on the 1st of January you can win a 15-minute giveaway, or I'm sorry, a free 15-minute reading giveaway. And that is, general. This one is just based on shadow work or shadow healing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just do the singing bowl and jump into this particular message for those of you who chose this stone here. If you'd like, you can visualize a healing light full of unconditional love swirling around you, and you can breathe that in. Thank you, Divine Source Energy, Divine Loving Holy Spirit, angels, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, spirit guides, and higher light beings. I call to you now and invite you here into this space to help me grasp messages and answers that need to be delivered. I thank you for guiding, blessing, and protecting this reading. I thank you for enlightening the decks of cards that I use here today with clear and easy to understand, honest, accurate, trustworthy answers and messages from the divine to uncover the shadow aspects that those that are drawn to this reading need to hear, to help give guidance, insight, clarity that comes from love. Thank you for honest, accurate, trustworthy answers and messages from the divine that are only of the greatest and highest good and to the harm of none. And thank you for the accuracy on my part as well. With peace, love, light, and gratitude, so it is. Namaste. Also wanted to tell you guys too, in case you didn't watch the first one, that I'm also doing a giveaway for a deck of these shadow healing cards, and I'll show those to you when I get to that deck. I actually went to this amazing creator and talked to her about her creating this deck, and she just went with it and created the deck, and she actually mentioned me in the description for the cards. And thanked me, and I was just like so joyful. And she sent me an extra deck when I ordered them to give away, to do for a giveaway. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll show those to you when I get to them. I'm going to use that deck next. We're going to use 2 oracle decks and use some tarot cards. So thank you, angels, spirits, spirit guides, higher light beings. Please come here, guide this reading, show me clearly what I need to see for the collective that are drawn to this message. And so these could either be like shadow aspects within yourself, or even for someone that's close to you that may help you give you clarity on a situation with someone close to you. Okay. Thank you, spirit, angels, archangels. Okay, so we have entitled. Oh my goodness. So this could, again, either be for you or someone that you're dealing with. Maybe you feel entitled, feel owed something. Maybe it is you are feeling as though like entitled to someone's respect, someone's appreciation, or just like in general, you know, there could be a bit of unrealistic expectations that you have towards someone in your life or towards the world. Again, or this could be someone who is feeling entitled, has this sense of entitlement that you're dealing with. This person could be a bit self-centered or has unrealistic expectations of you. Okay, so the message here is to learn to stop expecting others to give you things that you can do for yourself, and you will accomplish so much more. So again, like, you know, I know it's hard to really face those aspects within ourselves, which is one reason why this video probably won't get a whole lot of views, because it really is hard to look at those aspects, those shadow aspects of ourselves that we hide away from the world. So, you know, if you don't want to like the video, that's okay. You know, nobody's gonna see that you actually like the video if you decide to hit like, but it will also be a way of you being able to, you know, just by watching the video, taking the time to watch this channeled message is a way to really show spirit, show the universe that you are willing to do some self-reflection, and maybe even ask yourself, like, are there aspects of myself where I have, you know, been feeling entitled, been feeling having some self-centered viewpoints, or even unrealistic expectations of people. Are there times when I do feel that sense of entitlement, and do I feel that that I'm entitled to have that respect? Do I feel that I'm entitled to, like, the world, does the world owe me something? Does this person owe me something? The next card we have out is Paradox. So maybe you have been acting in contradiction to your personal beliefs. Like, there are people that say love and light, but they don't live the talk, right? contradicting, or this could be like inconsistent, you know. Maybe you preach one thing but you do another, and this is like that need to practice what you preach. I'm also getting too that there's somebody that's dealing with someone who very much is like a book thumper, if you know what I'm saying, but they don't practice what they preach. They maybe will cuss and drink and carry on Saturday night, and then Sunday night they're like in the pews like clapping and everything. But there is, Spirit is saying that, you know, the message here is embrace the complexity of your mind that extends beyond barriers and logics, you know. So don't understand that there is this whole big world and there's a lot to discover, and it all doesn't fit in one little book, and there's so much more. And so like you don't have to say this is my beliefs and that's it, and but then it's even unrealistic for you to even live up to. Also seeing someone here dealing with a lot of depression. Maybe you've been very I want to say pessimistic, but like there's been maybe even a persistent long-term depression that you have been dealing with. Thank you, Spirit. Please come here. Guide this reading. Okay. We have draining. So you could actually be the one that is draining someone else. It's almost as though like you could be like, have a leak, you know. Let's just say you have a leak and your own energy is being drained, and so your energy is just soaks up the energy of those around you, almost as if you're suffocating and you're like, you know, starving for air, but it's like starving for that energy, for that affection, exhausting others. Maybe this is you're exhausting others by constantly offloading your issues, okay? Unloading your issues onto other people, and or like freeloading off of someone in some form or fashion. And this could be too that you could be dealing with someone like that, okay? And Spirit saying you cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. It's time for you to protect your energy, okay? So some of you may actually have to leave like a toxic environment that's really been draining your personal energy. Maybe you yourself have turned into an energy vampire without even realizing it. Maybe it's because you are taking and taking and taking and feeling entitled to taking and taking, and really being unrealistic about how much that you have taken or how much you have drained from others or someone around you. Again, like this could be someone that you're dealing with too. So I'm seeing someone that is like taking more than they give. All right, the next card out is Catty. All right, so maybe you hurt people's feelings or make snide little catty remarks, little insults or little dings at people, and it is quite toxic. You may say things like oh my God, and kind of roll your eyes, or you know, like say rude things that might be a bit mean or petty, but you preach like love and light or spiritual awareness, but then, you know, give those little mean insults, or can be a little petty or spiteful, even though you may be like preaching praise whoever, or book thumping. And it's a but then at the same time, there are like these snide, mean little comments. I'm hearing this, you can't sit with us, you know, type of energy. And so spirit is saying that it's time. The message here is detox the part of yourself that resonates with toxic behavior. Okay. And really pay attention to the moods you're in. Let your moods be your teacher, and figure out like how your actions differ from your beliefs. You know, some of you also, I feel like, have like strong attachments to like how you were raised, like strong attachments to like belief systems, religious beliefs and things like that. And you maybe parts of you still feel attached to those religious beliefs, but then you don't practice those things. And so spirit is saying there is that paradox there. So you're needing to kind of take a look at those traditional beliefs, or that background that you grew up with, you know, that you are accustomed to, and realize that there is so much complexity to the world, to the universe, and discover, like maybe needing to like discover or rediscover what your beliefs actually are. Can we get one more card from this deck, Spirit? Ooh. Sanctimonious. What a long word. This is acting as if morally better than others, self-righteous, holier than thou. And there we have with the paradox. It's like, but you act differently, you know. And again, like, I don't know why I'm keep getting that there is like, I am talking to someone that this is resonating with, like a family member, a friend, maybe a parent. But there's someone here that with the sanctimonious, like I was getting, told you guys, I was getting someone that's like a book thumper. You're dealing with someone who may be like a spiritual narcissist, who acts like this holy roller, who acts like, you know, that they take the moral high ground, when actually they, you know, are quite, you know, petty, spiteful, superficial. They act contradictory to what they show the world. You know, there's this very self-righteous energy, and Spirit is saying that the message here is create an environment of openness, trust, collaboration, and look at things from a different perspective. Being able to create this environment of openness, to be able to form a sense of trust and collaboration with the world around you, being able to work with those people who believe differently than you do, and allow yourself to be able to see things from a different perspective, being able to open your mind and see the complexity of the human mind itself, as well as the entire world, the universe. some of you are actually have walked away from a family, a parent that was like this, healing yourself, healing from a toxic environment of holy rollers that would act one way in front of people, and then another way, would be like this holy roller, but would, act like they were like this moral high person, but would act contradictory to what they said they were, this Bible thumper, this holier than thou, but then their actions were completely contradicting this holy roller energy here. And maybe it drained you. You couldn't keep up with it, and so you decided to walk away so that you could heal from these generations of holy rollers or holy roller. Sorry, grab. All right, so this is the deck that I'm doing a giveaway on. Not this one, this is my personal one. But when I bought this deck, because I went to Vibe about creating this deck, she sent me a free deck when I bought mine to do as a giveaway. So if you guys are interested in winning this deck, let me know in the comments. And I'm sorry, the giveaway is only going to be for those that are in the US, because I'm going to have to pay to ship it. And so, yeah, I'm not going to be able to afford to like ship it else, anywhere that's not in the United States. Sorry, guys. All right, so we do have Nervous. This is also card number 10. It's card number 19, but it reduces to 10. So you could be dealing with a lot of nervous energy. Maybe you actually get drained when you're in a social setting, or like out in public. Maybe you have a fear of being accepted, or like you have a fear of being I don't know, doing the acceptable things. Maybe you are overthinking or obsessing over things that you said. I feel like too that there's someone that's watching, and it's like, after you've been around a group of people, let's just say that you had a really good time and you may have laughed and talked, and then like later when you're alone, you obsess over what you said. Maybe you get embarrassed over things that you've said, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, so embarrassing. Like that's what I'm seeing. Like maybe even like the next day or weeks later or months later, you still may kind of harp on things that you said or did, and just think, oh my God, like they must have thought I was so whatever. Maybe you feel like you did something wrong. Like maybe you feel like you disrespected them, or you did this, or you embarrassed yourself. So that causes you to withdraw further, or just become even more nervous when you're around people that you're going to say something silly or whatever. So it causes like some anxiety within you. Maybe you're constantly worried about what others think of you. And then it's like afterwards, you're like, this is like playing over and over in your mind. What if they think I'm silly? What if they thought this? I wonder what they thought when I said this, or when I did this, or because I didn't say this or say that, that type of thing. And that could I'm also seeing too that someone could like one of your shadow traits is smoking. Mine too, but Spirit is not showing me my smoking, showing me someone else's. So I already know that. Spirit's already given me that message about my smoking. So this is for someone else. Thank you, Spirit. Single jumping cards only. Maybe you also have been smoking too much. I'm talking about cigarettes. Okay. And this is not a judgmental reading. I'm not here to bring judgments. I'm just here. I don't have any part in it. I'm just here as the telephone giving you messages. I have nothing to do with what this is. I have nothing at all to do with it. Just giving you the messages. Thank you, Spirit, angels, guides. Okay. Dogmatic. Okay, so do you avoid accepting other people's beliefs, ideas, and behaviors because you have a difficulty understanding new ideas? So maybe you yourself like are in this holier than thou, holy roller energy, no matter what that is, whether or not it's from the book or love and light or, you know, spirituality, whatever this is, like there's this energy here of feeling as though your beliefs are right and everyone else's is wrong. And maybe you do like defend your beliefs to the point of not being able to hear other people out. You could have become very rigid in your views and refuse to consider alternatives. So, and again, like, I do feel like some of you are like, this is resonating for other people, or someone else. You could be dealing with this, you know, maybe you learn this from a young age. Maybe somebody here didn't let you experience your own beliefs, and so now you've just learned that that there's only this one idea, there's these one set of beliefs, and so it's time to, you know, open yourself up to all different beliefs. You could even find that you this is something that you used to experience and now you are becoming more open-minded. This is card number 33. 33 is a master number, so there is no reducing this number 33. So you could even be seeing threes, 333, maybe also like seeing 1033. Also, I feel like you might want to like look up, what does the angel number 1033 mean? I'm also seeing 133. Yeah. Thank you, angels, spirits, spirit guides, higher light beings. Again, I'm getting smoking. Could be acting irresponsibly or dealing with someone who's been quite impulsive and irresponsible. Indecisive. Okay, so maybe you have difficulty making decisions, and it could be due to failure, but it could be due to, like, you know, fearing what other people are going to think about the decisions that you make, fear of looking foolish, fear of you know, again, like making fear of failure, actual failure. You could be like at a crossroads in your life right now and have a decision to make and fearful and of making the decision, you know, hesitating or procrastinating making a decision, fearful of, well, what if, you know, I make the wrong decision? What if this or what if that? And or like waiting for the perfect time, or waiting for everything to be perfect. I'm also seeing too that someone's been like procrastinating getting stuff done around their house because maybe you have like ADD or ADHD. I'm not like a doctor, I'm not trying to diagnose, but there's like this energy of someone going to get things done, but it's like you can't start the dishes until the laundry gets started, and then you can't start the laundry because of this, because of that, and it's like you keep procrastinating all day to do something and then nothing gets done. So Spirit's like, like, look, and it's that kind of energy. It may not be with regards to the house, but it's like in that, you know, along those lines. And so Spirit's like, look, perfectionism is not real. Okay. And right here, perfectionism may be getting in your way. You don't trust yourself and you're scared of how people are going to respond to your decision over here, you know? So it's like fear of looking foolish, fear of what people are going to say, fear of like, I don't know, there could be like that fear be for different for all of you, but regardless, Spirit's like, you just need to trust yourself, make a decision, and trust that that decision was made the way it was because for whatever reason you decided. You, as long as you are making a decision based on, you know, your logical mind as well as following your heart, your intuition, and you're doing something that is for your highest good, then trusting that, and to hell with what other people think or say. Some of you could even be like, want to go and watch the first reading if you haven't seen it, because you could even have like some people pleasing type of energy here as well. Can we get one more card from this deck, Spirit? Okay, so we've got Savior Complex, card number 53. Some of you could be seeing the number 53. Also, maybe you could be seeing fours. We've got 333 right here as well. Okay, some of you could be having a fear of making a decision on the wrong spiritual path. You could be afraid, what if I don't choose this and I end up going to the bad place? What if I make the wrong decision? Like you are, I'm seeing someone that's terrified about making the wrong choice with their spiritual path. I understand what you're going through, but I have to tell you that there is no bad place except for the one that your mind creates. And that's it. Card number 53, this is Savior Complex, and it says, do you try to fix the problems of others because you want to feel in control? Again, that's like what I was seeing in the first reading. Those of you who haven't seen that, go back. Also, underlining energy is hot-headed. This, and again, like I'm seeing that this is for some, this could be for someone else, like if you're watching this and it feels like it's resonating for someone else that you know, someone close to you, that's the reason why Spirit drew you here, to kind of give you some clarity or some validation on that situation. But maybe you have been experiencing emotional outbursts, or you're dealing with someone who has these emotional outbursts because of the inability to communicate. And it's like a child. The reason why 2-year-olds throw temper tantrums is because they are unable to communicate clearly. And so they throw these emotional outbursts. And it's the same with human adults. I was going to say with humans. 2-year-olds are humans, but it's the same with adults as well. You know, so maybe you grew up watching someone else having these emotionally angry outbursts, acting a fool, okay? Anger was how they was a regular way of coping with life. So this could have caused like prolonged stress within you, and it caused you to become overreactive or reactive and very defensive. So really knowing your triggers is going to, being able to like point out those triggers is going to be the first step in getting control over emotionally overreacting. Okay, with this savior complex, like it says here, you only feel good about yourself when helping someone and believe helping others is your purpose. So yes, it's great to help others. That is my purpose. I know that my purpose is to help other people, but at the same time, I can't allow myself to become so I can't allow myself to become in that, to where that's my identity, where that's the only reason why I'm here. Yes, that's part of my purpose, but it's not my purpose. I'm not the savior. I didn't come here to save people. I came here to assist people in helping themselves. I came here to help others, but that I'm not a savior. I'm not here to save people. And maybe you do come into this energy at times where you feel like by you feel this sense of control by fixing other people's lives. It gives you a sense of control over your own life. Yeah, it helps you to feel better about your own life. It helps you to feel more in control of your own life, but then it results to this obsessive need to fix other people's lives, to maintain their lives. And there's this need of, look, that's not why you're here. Give yourself permission to relax and allow people to make mistakes in their life. Give up that control. Again, there could be someone too that you're dealing with who does have this sanctimonious, holier than thou, savior complex themselves that you're dealing with. You could be dealing with someone like this. Okay. Okay, so we got the Eight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Ooh, damn. So it's time to really cut things and people out of your life that are not serving your highest good. And it's really time to get the cutoff game down for you guys with the Queen of Swords. You could also, some of you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Don't have to be, but definitely could be. The Eight of Wands is a very fast moving energy, guys. This is I feel like the Eight of Wands, this is an energy of, it's a fast moving energy. It's moving forward, it's progress, but in its shadow, it's not taking action. It's standing still. It's something here holding you back. So I feel like Spirit is saying that right now, is a time for you to really set an intention. This is, yeah, setting an intention about your shadow self, what you want to get out of shadow work, out of shadow healing. This is also to the Eight of Wands. It's kind of like that boomerang type of energy, where you throw something out and it comes back to you. So it's like what you put out into the world, it will return to you. So shadow, focusing on that shadow healing, this shadow work, is going to, it's like healing those aspects of yourself will also heal those aspects of the world, of the collective. And one of the things that you can do for helping the collective is by helping yourself and setting the intention of you're going to help others by first helping yourself. Maybe you've been a bit lazy with regards to your shadow self, or healing, or other aspects of your life. And maybe you have been kind of playing mind games, trying to find other people's weak spots. Maybe you have been being dishonest with yourself, dishonest with others. Okay, and it's time now to really start trying to solve your own problems, for one, and not trying to solve other people's problems. Figuring out like how you can put better energy out into the world. Being honest with yourself about these shadow traits here with the Page of Swords as well. Being brave. I also feel like too, a lot of you that are watching, you actually are old souls, and I feel like when you were younger that you may have been like older than your age, because the Page of Swords, it's almost, it's like wise beyond your years. So you may have actually been like quite wise for your age, or it's just like maybe people perceived you as being older, or yeah, you may have actually even been called like an old soul. I feel like a lot you have been very harsh on yourself here with the Queen of Swords. You've judged yourself too harshly, critiqued yourself, critiqued others. To you have really tried to maybe push people away, or there you could be dealing with a feminine energy, whether male or female, a feminine energy that was overly critical of you, that maybe some of you even felt cold hugs from this woman or this feminine energy. I'm spirit, like maybe you had like a mother that or like a mother energy, an evil stepmom, you know. But I feel like spirit is saying maybe even go and speak to a counselor, a therapist, regarding these shadow aspects of yourself too. And it's like even though you may be, I don't know, it's like even though you may be very in this logical energy, you're still not completely shut off from your emotions. And just because I can't, I think that's, yeah, I think we're gonna end with that. I just feel like I'm feeling a very cold energy here from this Queen of Swords. Usually I really like the Queen of Swords, but for some reason this one that I'm picking up on is just a very cold, like know-it-all type of energy. This is someone, that's whoever I'm picking up on, doesn't feel like you. It feels like someone that you've dealt with that was just very cold and matter of fact, and it's like my way or the highway, and if you don't like it, oh well, this is what I believe, and I'm not changing my beliefs for you or nobody. I mean, and that could be you though. But I want to pull a card for you guys that I didn't do for the other group because I just felt drawn to do it just now. And I'm going to get you guys an angel affirmation. Okay, and you guys got, your garden is a healing place. Seek refuge there to heal your soul. Oh, that's beautiful. Out of all these cards that could have come out, this is the one that come out for a shadow healing reading. Love it. This is what I have for you guys. I hope it resonates. Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you want to win that shadow deck. Or if you would like your own personalized free 15-minute shadow reading, and I will choose the winner for that in about 2 weeks, just to give the video enough time to give people enough time to find out about it and be able to watch the video and, you know, say whether or not they want a chance to win. So I will see you guys soon, and the divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste, guys. Love you.